guys, welcome back to my channel Abroad Map. In this channel I give information in relation to nursing and visa processing. For today's video I have brought a very hot topic, and this is just now getting implemented for you to get your student visa in Australia. By now you have already made the guess. Yes, the Australian immigration is replacing GTE with GST. So what is this GTE and what is this GST? Let's explore about it through this video. Let's talk about GTE first. GTE is Genuine Temporary Entrant. In this GTE, you had to wait for your offer letter, then submit your COE, and then get your SOP to the visa officers. After that, you will be granted with your visa, and there won't be any sort of visa interview from visa officers or embassy or college or anything. And then in your SOP for GTE, you cannot mention that you have any intention to come to Australia. What you used to write? You used to write that after your completion of the study, you will just come back to your own country and get settled with that one. But in case of GST, it is different. In GTE, you have to wait for at least 3 to 4 months to get your visa as well. Let's see what is GST. GST is Genuine Student Test. With the name itself, you have known that there is going to be some kind of test before you get your student visa in Australia. It is applicable to all kind of student visa. All people who are intending to get into Australia through student visa, now you will have to go through student test compulsorily. For GST, what you have to do, you just get your offer letter and get your COE and wait for your call from the visa officers. GST is going to be compulsory for all sort of student visas, and in your SOP, this is different from GT. In your SOP and your interview, you can mention that you want to come to Australia and stay back there. You want to stay back after your study. You have no plan to going back to your country. And you can talk about all the future plans while you are moving to Australia. And in GST, you won't have to wait for long. The waiting period for GTE 3 to 4 months, this is going to be removed, and you will be granted with the visa soon after your GST. So this is a plus point for you. You must be thinking now, why GT is getting replaced by GST? Before it was very easy to get visa. There was no visa interview. It was hassle free. So let's see what are the reasons behind this change. First one is to bring more number of genuine students. So what we used to write in SOP, they are not correct. They want to scan all those things. That's why they are making these changes. Next one is to bring skilled immigrants who can benefit to the Australian economy. So if genuine students are coming, they are studying properly and moving to Australia for a genuine purpose, yes, they can benefit for the Australian economy. That's why they are making these changes. Next one is to reduce the number of fake documentations. I don't have to elaborate more about this one. Next one is to reduce the number of students changing their course and universities after stepping to Australia. So what used to happen was whoever has stepped into Australia, they would just change their course and college and universities according to their income or according to their favorable situation. So with the implementation of GST, the government is reducing this issue as well. Next reason is to reduce the waiting period of the visa grant. You had to wait for 3 to 4 months after your GTE, and then only you will get the visa. But with the implementation of visa interview, you will get your visa soon after your GST. So with the implementation of GST, we also expect that the processing is going to be more smoother. There may be reduced number of documentation to prove that you are a genuine student. So yeah, all these are going to be change with the benefit for you. With the implementation of GST, there is going to be little challenges as well. Let's see what are those challenges. First is the cost of test. Before you had to pay only for your student visa. After the implementation of GST, it's going to be increased because of the test. Next one is time and effort required for your test. You will have to prepare for your GST. You have to go through some preparation classes and interviews classes and trainings, and preparation will be a little bit longer so that you are prepared for the interview. Next one is potential for discrimination. With the test, there might be some kind of discrimination happening with the visa officers granting you the visa. Next one is the possibility that the test might not be effective in scanning the fraudulent documents. So this is just an analytic view of getting implementation of GST. Now that you know that GST is going to replace GTE, what is going to happen with existing GTE application then? This is my own analysis. Maybe you will be given chance to give your interview, or if you have already waited for a very long period after applying for GTE, maybe you will be granted with your visa, or maybe you will be given another chance to give visa interview as well. So this is just a wait and watch game for existing GTE applicants now. It's time to talk about how GST is going to be conducted. GST will be conducted in two parts of test. First is an interview. This will be taken by the visa officer. We will assess your English language proficiency, your academic and financial documents, and also will assess all your submitted documents in terms of interview. Next one is a written test. In this test, they will assess your knowledge of Australia and your reason for wanting to study in Australia. So you have to be thorough about your reasons to coming to Australia. Now that you know that you have to give your GST to come in student visa in Australia, you have to prepare for it. So how you can prepare for GST? First one is improve your English language skill. If you are going to be tested on the basis of your communication English, then you have to improve your communicative English as well. And then you have to research the Australian education system and course you are interested in studying. You have to be aware about what you are studying, where you are studying, why you have chosen that university, why you have chosen that course to study in Australia. Next you can do is obtain all your academic and financial documents with you and get ready and get prepared with all those documents. Be thorough on what you have submitted to Australian government. Next one is to practice the questions in relation to the regions you are studying to Australia and why you want to go there. And if you have mentioned something called as moving to Australia after your study, then what are your future plans? Why are you moving to Australia? Why you are not coming back to Nepal or India after your study? All those questions you have to prepare. So friends, this is it. I hope you have already got an overview about GTE and GST. In terms of your student visa, if you are waiting for it, please do prepare for your GST. I wish you good luck that you get passed through the GST and get your student visa and come to Australia. Guys, if you have liked my information through this video, please do like, share and subscribing. Please do supporting my channel, A Broad Map. Till then, happy learning!